Right, YouTube, speaking without further ado, retro. It's been a while, but we're back with another pickups video. Cheers. Okay, we're going to start off with the boring stuff first, I suppose. So, well, say boring. Well, yeah, it's boring stuff. Try and get some sort of order actually. So first up is a couple of Amiga discs. This is Brian the Lion. It's the pack-in title version. I believe we've got several copies of this now, but it's really cheap, so I thought, well, you know, just in case any of the other discs don't work, it's always good to pick up. It's not a bad game, Brian the Lion. It's a pretty good sort of platformer. Another one again, which I do have, but it's always good to sort of get backups in it, or not backups, but you know, the backup original, which is Pang on the Amiga again. Hit Squad version. Hit Squads. To shout out to Paul, Mr. Bads, the old Hit Squad collection. So yeah, it's nice to get another Pang, just in case the other Pangs I've got don't work. You know, I've got another spare there. Next one is a game I've been after for quite some time. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to pick up a box yet, but now we do have the discs, so we'll be looking to Frankenstein this, which is The Killing Game Show. 2 discs. Great game this. I really used to like this back in the day on the Amiga. So I was happy to pick that up. So that was good to get those. So now we're a bit closer to getting that. So next ones are nothing fancy or special, but I managed to get into the multiple sclerosis charity shop. It's the first charity shop to open in my area. So I thought I'd support them. And pick up a few games. There wasn't much in there. I bought a few other bits and bobs. It all came to £5 in total. But basically works out these games cost like 50p each or something. So it certainly wasn't any more. The first one is Heavy Rain on the PS3. I'm not sure if I've got Heavy Rain. I have it on the PS4. Again, I did used to have it on the PS3. But I've got it on the PS4 anyway. Another great game. Really enjoy this. Which is Skyrim. Elder Scrolls on the PS3. Not supposed to be the best version, but it's a version that I played. It's all complete with a map and everything. I'm not sure if my version is complete with a map, so I might want to exchange my version over with this one if it's not complete. These will all probably go for trade. I think they only trade in for like £1 each or something silly, but you know, 50p to £1 is still doubling your money, isn't it? And the infamous Wii Fit. So like I say, these one, it's in very nice condition, this actually. It's all complete, it's still got the codes and everything. But, you know, it was just sort of more to show a bit of support for the local charity shop. Nice to see them back open, nice to be able to sort of root around and have a look at what else they got. Like I said, I got a few other bits and everything held up to a £5. And the guy in there, Roger, the guy who basically created the shop and you know, sort of started the charity. He's a really good guy. If ever there's anything in the shop I want, he even lets me have it on credit and just says, "Oh, just take it and pay us when you got it." He knows I'm a man of my word. So yeah, he's shout out to Roger in the MS shop. If ever you need anything, he got anything in there, he'll see you all right. Right, now on to a bit of eBay stuff. So Battle Squadron. And if you look carefully, you can probably see Battle Squadron up there and say, Mike, haven't you got Battle Squadron already? Yes, I have. But I'm a sucker for these boxes. Now, unfortunately, the hang tab's busted on this one. And it's not in the best condition. It is a bit bashed up, but less than a £5. Less than a £5 for Battle Squadron. It's rude not to pick that up. I think it's £1 and £3.50 delivery or something, so... You know, I'm just murder for it. Another one here. This is a testament that you should always read listings properly. Don't buy in the wee hours of the morning like I do, and not look at what you're buying, because you'll end up doing something like this. Which is Defender of the Crown on the Amiga. You may be thinking, well, Mike, that looks really, really nice condition. You know, the box looks lovely. You know, bit of sellotape on the back. I'm not going to try and remove that because he probably removed the bloody cover with it. And it wasn't until I opened it that I realised it's copies inside. But you know, the box is lovely. On speaking to a friend of the channel, old Cine Steve, he's sure that he's done a trade with me for one of these before, so perhaps the box on that one may be a little bit suspect. Could swap the box over and maybe chuck this in a sort of a bundle of not so great games and sell them on eBay. Yeah, obviously pointing out like the situations, but you know, we're not sort of dishonest. Probably too honest for our own good, really. Next one was another strange one. I wasn't sort of really sure what this was, but I believe it's a game exclusive. I probably got this somewhere else as well, but it is a Resident Evil game exclusive DVD on the games on Resident Evil, I think. So again, £2 summer, you know, item that wasn't available to buy in the shops. Well, it might have been available to buy in game, I don't know, but I'd imagine that went out to the staff or something like that. I had it rolling on in the store. Next up is a Wii U game, actually. These are limited as almost like a limited run, but as they are called Pixel Heart Limited. A few people showed this. It's a shmup collection. I don't know if they look any good, to be honest. I looked at them and they look very sort of basic. You got your seal of authenticity there, and mine is number 673 out of 3,000 copies. But I thought I'd buy this because in the future, I think it's still available actually. But in the future, if anyone's going after a full Wii U set, you're going to need to have this. And there's only, like I say, there's only 3,000 copies limited. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to have a little look at that. I don't know if you can sort of see it without getting a reflection on. You know, it looked very sort of standard, but you know, a possible a collectible of the future. Right, next I think we'll go with I think these are all now Amiga. So we'll start out. Sleepwalker. I've got this, but it's the wrong box. I'm pretty sure I've got an Atari ST box on this. I think this was less than a tenner. It's not great condition. It's slightly concaved, but a tenner. I've got it. It's in the collection. You know, and we've got it. We can play it now. The next one is basically I picked this up for basically Defender of the Crown, but this is in such nice condition. I bought this for Defender of the Crown, which is luckily it's the only game in there, but the condition of this is beautiful. It's like it's just come off the shelves. It's really fantastic condition. And I know Cine Steve is collecting these, so I know that this will go to Cine Steve. Alright, you'll have to find this. You just cover what it cost me, but I think he was basically going to get this himself and he forgot, and I ended up getting it. Got it cheap, but like I say, the condition of the box. I mean, I'm keeping it in one of these just to keep it nice, so it doesn't get damaged, because it is in that nice condition. So yeah, it's just nice to get that. I believe that's the only one Cine Steve doesn't have, so he's got that now. He's just got to find all the discs. Next one is another a game that I do own, but I'm not sure of the condition of mine. So this one wasn't too bad condition, so I picked it up. I'll put a bid in, which is Parasol Stars. Again, slightly concave, not too bad at all. But this is a great game, Parasol Stars. Really good game. So I thought for the condition of this, it's probably like a 7 or probably a 7. Say a strong 7. You know, it's possibly better than the condition of one I've got. I think this was 20 something, between 20 and 30 pounds. This one, but you don't see it come up that often, and it is a real good play. Really good. Rainbow Islands 2. Parasol Stars, absolutely fantastic game. And where do I go next? I think we'll go this one next. So this is, again, keeping it in a protective box. Luckily I had some hanging around. I've actually ordered some more protective boxes because I've run out of protective boxes now. This game is really hard to get in good condition. You know, it's not hard to get, it's just hard to get in good condition. Again, not perfect, but it's as good as I've seen it, which is Lotus 3. And as you can see, that's in pretty nice condition. It does have, I don't know if you can see, slight on the corners there. But that's literally, you know, it's literally just, it's not concaved really, it's just slightly marked. I don't know what you've done to do that. Might just be even just taking the lid off, like, you know. Yeah, so other than that, as you can see, yeah, there's a slight mark there. No, it's where the picture. So, you know, it's really, really a nice condition. I've actually got 3 of these. And this is the best condition now. The others are, there's one that's sort of okay, and there's one that's really bad. But this is in quite nice condition. It's complete and everything. So, like I say, when I've seen this, I was like, oh, I've got to get that, because it's a nice upgrade for the one that I've got, like, you know, or the 2 that I've got, or possibly 3 that I've got now. But yeah, I was really, really chuffed to get that. Yeah, it's not the greatest of games. It's probably, I don't know, is it the worst out of 3? It's not as good as 2. 2 was a pinnacle, wasn't it, really? The first game was good. 2 was absolutely brilliant. The music's fantastic and everything. 3, I don't remember, this one will coming towards the sort of the end of the Amiga life, wasn't it? But I think it's still supposed to be a good game, and I'm pretty sure now I've got all 3. I know I've got the 2 and 3 in very good condition, and 1 is probably, you know, the original Lotus Esprit, not Lotus Esprit 1, but Lotus Esprit, is in probably pretty good condition, probably like a 7. And talking of another one, I've got another one. I've used my last Amiga box protector in this size. Now this game is going absolutely crazy in price. Admittedly, it's not complete. It usually has a map and instructions. I believe this doesn't. It's just got the discs, maybe a bit of some pamphlets or something. Let's have a look. Oh, it does have the sort of loading sheet. But this game usually, I would say, on average, goes for £60 plus. And I actually managed to get it for about 29 quid. So I was really happy. I've been after this for ages. I've been outbid. And admittedly, this does have a bit of imperfection, shall we say. But it came from the desert. If I try and show it with the light, it's got a bit of bobbling. I don't know if you can see that there. So it's almost like, I don't know if water's got under there or something, but you can hardly see it. It's like, you know, look at it head on, you wouldn't see it. It's only when you sort of put it in the light you can see it. But there's a bit of bobbling, like I say, so you can just sort of say, you know, the seller sort of pointed that out. But other than that, it's in very nice condition, and to get it in that condition and pay less than half price, as Bithead 1000 would say, I'm in. So, to be honest, I can't wait to get the barn set on fire in this. You get the barn set on fire, you get taken to hospital through smoke inhalation, and then you can be a naughty boy in the hospital. Which I used to love. It's like a top-down view of the hospital, and you going around in your sort of hospital robes, and it's a top-down view, and you can get in bed with the women patients, and they scream, and you know, and everyone starts chasing you, and you can commandeer a wheelchair, and you're going down the corridors in the wheelchair with everyone chasing you, and I just used to love that. That was what I used to play the game for. I didn't used to play it to try and finish it or anything. I used to just play it just to get into the hospital and play up in the wheelchair, which I thought was fantastic. I really loved it. You know, it's all full of speech, and it's like, that's the guy, get him, there he goes, and just absolutely brilliant memories. So, what a case as well. What a cover. What artwork that is. Starts off with a passage from the Bible, I believe. The meek, the desert shall inherit the earth, or something like that, something along those lines. And again, to hear that back in the day, with, you know, full speech, a paragraph of speech was absolutely mind blowing. When was this? When was this released? 1989. So when this was out, I was 9 years old. I'd probably have seen it a few years later, obviously. But yeah, really chuffed to get that. Sorry I've been away for so long. With all the craziness in the world that's been going on, you'd think you've got more time than ever, but there's always something to do, always something to crack on with. I'm probably more behind now than I've ever been in with all my stuff and getting on with things. I've got a few video responses to do, a few video ideas to cover as well. But I think that's about it. So thanks very much, YouTube. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.